Hey everybody, my name is Braden Anderson. This is the week ending March 14th, and this is your weekly Securities Docket update. For our first story, we're talking about the SEC Ripple case. There's one issue that's still in debate that's holding things up a little bit. There was a ruling in August that imposed a $125 million fine and a permanent injunction on institutional sales of XRP. They don't like this. For our second story, we addressed an issue that was raised by COINBASE over the past week. And it's really this idea about deregulation and a walking back on enforcement by the SEC and other government agencies, right? And I think in the process of that, we need to understand that fraud and actual wrongdoing really has not changed. None of the government stance, our stance, the SEC stance on fraud and true wrongdoing has really changed. And so I think what we're changing is the blanket assumption that all crypto transactions constitute securities offerings. And I think that this is more of a correction than a deregulatory movement by the SEC. For our third story, the SEC is investigating a cyber attack that led to $30 million in bond proceeds being stolen by hackers. Now the SEC is diving in. They're trying to figure out whether securities laws were violated in the process. We'll keep following up. For our fourth story, there's a battle brewing in Delaware. This has been a big deal. 21 of the world's largest law firms, Paul, Weiss, Cravath, all the big dogs are chiming in, making their voices heard. Seems like most of the top corporations in the world are highly in support of this bill. It's essentially designed and intended to bring Delaware back to its protectionist, more conservative core, right? Back to the more traditional Delaware court that you are accustomed to. And so I mentioned all those big firms. My little firm, Anderson PC, we're also in support of this. We're also rooting for this bill to get passed. We'll continue to keep you up to date with how things progress there. Our fifth story, in a quiet but massive move, the director of enforcement at the SEC, they've eliminated the authority of that position to issue formal orders of investigation. This is certainly going to change the politics of things. A lot of people are saying the easy comment, delay, delay, delay. It's going to delay things, sure, but I think it's also going to change the strategy here. For our fun last thing that we're going to do, we're going to address the poll that Bruce did with the daily newsletter last week, and we have a tie. It's Fort Kryptonite and Crypto Knox, each tied for the top spot. But Bruce's favorite, and actually I promise I'm not just agreeing with him because he's my boss, but it's actually my favorite too, is Fort Satoshi. Came in third. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. See you next week.